have a really bad feeling that we're gonna break something today. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple days since I uploaded. The last video was the review on this car that I'm sitting right in front of. If you haven't seen that video, make sure to go check it out. I would appreciate it a lot. I'm trying to get verified, or whatever they call it on YouTube. I think you need 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. So we got a long way to go, but I feel like it's a new year, new me. Not really, same me, just different goals and ambitions. Trying a little bit harder this year for sure. But yeah, I definitely want to get verified to be able to start earning a little bit on here if that's what I want to do, and that's what we end up planning on doing. I also had a question for you guys. If you saw, this is the RTR grill. It's not the same one from that brand. It's the eBay knockoff, but you know what? They look the same. And this one I like a little bit better because when it's off, it's darker. But since I have turbos and I lost the lights, not the lights, what would you call it? The wiring to the lights to be able to hook them up, and turn signals and all that has the full functions. If I should just get rid of this and get a more open grill to get more airflow. If you can tell, these are way better than stock. There's more airflow going through right here, but right here this is all blocked, so there's no airflow going through either side, and those mainly on those corners is where the turbos are mounted, so that's where I wanted more airflow to go. So let me know if I should get a different one and what you guys recommend. Definitely. But today we got this is our main culprit right here. We're gonna be taking this off, and I'm gonna be tying it down, or at least tying it so no air can, the air gets restricted inside. And I want to see if I can make my turbos flutter. I know that this isn't a good idea, and this necessarily isn't the best thing for your turbos, but you know what? I got nothing else to post, and might as well get some content for right now. So the other thing I noticed on the car, I was in Malibu and my friend wanted me to go through the canyons with him, and I noticed a little piece of plastic when we were driving it flew up. It wasn't from his car, but it was just on the ground. It flew up and it took a chunk out of my wrap right here and right here. So I'm kind of bummed out about that. I don't know what I want to do about it. Hopefully it doesn't peel, because I really do not want to wrap the front bumper again. I don't want to pay for it, and I personally do not know how to do it. It looks very complicated with all the cuts. Like if you can see right here, this is two pieces lined up together right here. I know down here this is, and I wouldn't be able to do this by hand. I know some companies do layouts, but yeah, it's all custom cut stuff, and I'm not that well versed in wrapping cars. But let's get this thing off and see what's the best way that we can restrict the most airflow so that we'll go back into the turbos and flutter, and then we'll go drive around and see if we can hear them. Hopefully we can. If not, I'll definitely mount the GoPro onto the hood somewhere, and you'll definitely be able to hear it. I have replicated it once, actually. So I did it once on accident. I was like, my face just lit up because I was like, that sound, it's a very nice sound. And then I did it again, and I don't know how I did it. I was just kind of messing around with the throttle, and I let off, and it kind of did it real quick. But I think if we tape this up, and because I have two turbos, at least one will flutter. I think the closest one to this blow-off valve will. But yeah, let me take it off real quick, and we'll see the best way. All right, here she is. So I believe how these work, it's mounted right here. So this is the backside that goes onto the pipe with the clamp, and then the O-ring, obviously. So then the air, when it needs to be released because so much pressure, this gets pushed in, I believe. So I can't push it in with one hand, but I did with two, and I saw it. So then the air through these slotted vents right here along all sides is where it gets released. So I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna try. If we duct tape this enough and seal it good enough, not seal it permanently, I definitely want to take this off. I don't want to do this constantly. Even though I'm getting new turbos, I don't want to ruin them just yet. If we put enough duct tape, that it will not let enough air out, and it will go back towards the turbine and make the noise that I want it to. So let me put some tape on it real quick. So I believe this is a big roll. Let's just put half. That should work. This in half. Is that enough to cover? It's plenty. Okay. So we got to get this close to the edge as possible. I have no idea how much I'm going to put on. I'm trying to get it as tight as possible. That should be enough. So let's just wrap it around here. I'm eventually thinking about getting a new blow-off valve. I don't know which company I want to go with yet, but this one sounds pretty nice, but it's just, I don't know, maybe I want something a little louder, but not too loud. I definitely want to hear it a little bit more. I can hear it, but it's not like a defining sound. I can hear it. I can't hear it when the cabin's closed or my windows are rolled up. All right, I think if I just push this down, this should clear. The only reason I'm doing this is because I have nothing else to put out right now, and I want to get a video out for you guys. So if you can see right now, with 2 fingers, I can push it in. So that's how it works, basically. Hopefully that's enough tape for this to not let anything out. And let's go drive around and see if it works. Okay, we got it back mounted. I have no clue, but that was really hard. That was way worse than when I first put it on. I guess it's because of this bumper and I can only fit in this slot. I probably should have turned my tires before that. Let me just get the vacuum line hooked up and then we'll go head out on our way and see if this did anything. If not, I can always just tape the entire hole where the blow-off valve is supposed to be. But I don't know, this seemed like the simpler solution. So yeah, 1 second, guys. All right, I'm done. I'm just letting the car warm up. It's gonna take a minute or two, but I forgot to ask you guys earlier when I started the video. This is a different setting for GoPro. This is 4K 30 FPS and it's in linear. It's a little bit smaller, so when I'm going on a very scenic route and I want to get everything, I'll usually put it on wide mode, but it often looks like you're almost in there's a dome in front of you, and it kind of looks weird when I'm recording. So let me know if linear looks better, like how I recorded it today or the previous videos, and you wanted to see more, a little bit wider angle or whatever. Let me just let her get warmed up and then we'll take off right here. I'll roll down the windows, do some small pulls and stuff, and we'll see how she sounds. Let me get out of my neighborhood because there's not really any long streets that I would like to do a pull on, and let's get out to the main road and then see if she sounds nice. If you guys hear that squeaking, it's actually my main serpentine belt. When I first took out the engine on the car, I forgot to replace it, and I kind of knew it was going to squeak, but I just didn't want to buy one at the time. So it still squeaks right now until she gets warmed up, but after that, usually it's good. Temps are still at 135. Got to let her warm up a little bit more. I want it at 170 or 180. It's amazing how many weird looks you'll get from other people when you have a camera in the car. They'll just stare you down. It's just weird. It's a weird feeling to get stared at. I guess people, when they vlog, usually get that, and you'll get used to it eventually. I'm definitely not used to it. And even when I have GoPros on, people will ask me oh, why do you have those on there? I'm like, sometimes I just want to record. They give me weird looks, like they don't understand what I'm doing. Loudly, and it should be audible. Audible. Is that a word? I think it's a word, right? Should be. Anyways. Alright, 2 things that I noticed. One, I have a really bad feeling that I did not put enough duct tape, so I might have to go back, and at least she'll be warmed up and then we can go drive it again. I just feel like I just thought about it, it's a lot of pressure that's going to come out of there, and I kind of only wrapped it around, I believe, 4 times. So I don't think it's going to hold up at all. But hopefully it does, and it makes the cool noise that I want it to. Second thing is I noticed I had my radio on, so UMG, please don't kill me. I wasn't trying to use that music in my video, so please don't copyright strike me. I appreciate it. I didn't tell you guys, I ordered a full set of drag setup, I guess you would call it, for my car. So I got Mickey Thompson's in the back and I got Skinny's in the front for when I go to the strip. I am planning on dragging this car a lot, hopefully, but it's just not yet. I'm just getting everything prepared. I don't want to be breaking stuff right off the bat to be able to, then I have to replace the parts or either upgrade the parts to parts that will hold to my power potential or whatever I'm going to go to. But for right now, I'm pretty much going to stick to roll racing so I don't break too many parts. But drag will be definitely in the future, something to come maybe in a couple of months or so. I feel like it's still coming out, dude. take it to 4,000 RPM and let's see if it'll make the noise. I don't know what's going on, but I cannot get it to flutter. That thing, let's go back. It doesn't want to flutter. All right, we're gonna go back and I'm gonna pull it off one more time and see if I can see if the tape's holding up or not. Here's our finished product. So pretty much I just layered the duct tape over from here because there was like a flap right here that ended at this thing right here. And since it wasn't like layered over, it kind of just flapped up and the air went out. That's why it sounded a little bit weird. So I layered it over here. And then basically I just shut this off completely and it feels durable. I don't know if it'll push out. It shouldn't. But hopefully I won't have any trouble getting it on because there is a little, what would you call it, a ridge on the inside. And hopefully it will still lock on. But this should work. If this doesn't work, I don't know what else to do. But yeah, let me get this on and then we'll go test it out. All right, fuck it. I just taped off the pipe. I put a ton on there. The problem was there's a little ridge in here for this to clamp over. And when the clamp went on, the duct tape added a lot of thickness to around where it's supposed to clamp on, so it wouldn't close down all the way, and I couldn't get the screw that connects both the sides of the clamp to connect, so I was just having a problem, so I just taped it off. If this doesn't work, I have no idea how they do it. I've seen videos on YouTube. I was watching a little bit, and I did exactly what this other guy did by doing this and pretty much just taping up his whole blow-off valve so nothing will come out. But this should work, so we'll see. It's also acting weird. It doesn't, I don't know how to explain it. I guess it feels sluggish. That's the best way to explain it right now. But yeah, I guess this video was just for testing. Not every video that I upload, if I'm doing experiments or anything, are also 100% gonna work. Maybe I should do a little bit more research before, but maybe I'll look into it and I'll see. Maybe it's a different blow-off valve. Maybe it's just my kit doesn't want to let me since I have twins. I know a lot of people that are able to do it have single turbos, so that's a whole different setup. But yeah, let me get back to the house and then I'll take all this shit off the car and yeah. All right, we're back. I'm kind of mad because I thought that would have worked. I followed everything that the YouTube video said, but it also, the guy did have a single turbo on his car. So maybe it's because I have twins. I'm not sure. I'll go contact the company that I bought the turbo kit from. Maybe they'll help me find out. I just want to hoon around a little bit. Come on. I definitely want to record one video with them doing it like that. It'd just be, you know, because I said I did it, you know. It's a cool sound, but definitely nothing that I want to leave on my car because it will eventually wear stuff down faster than I want it to. These turbos are nice turbos. They're the ball bearing turbos. They're probably, I think they were $1,000 a piece. I'm not sure. Not too expensive in the turbo world. I guess there's like $4,000 turbos. I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but yeah, maybe let me do some more research and then we could do another video like that later on. But I got some good stuff coming up. I got some car parts that I ordered, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next video.